Hello ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to be telling you the best way to twink your tunes and the way I feel it should be done. Let's go over some weapons first just to help you guys out. Weapons, the only thing that matters with weapons is their type. Generally most people want speed rather than range. An example, the only thing that determines a weapon's damage is its rarity and its level. The faster the weapon, the shorter it is. Example, a sword's really fast, but it's got a shorter range than, say, a giant hammer or something like that. It also kind of affects your attack pattern and stuff, but generally the faster the weapon, the better it is. With armor, the only thing that determines the armor rating, of course, is the level and the rarity as well. As I am level 34 right now, the highest I can get in any item is level 38. It's always 4 levels higher than you. So, as you can see, I've got all 38s. Now, you're wondering how I managed to get all 38s and stuff without blowing a bunch of souls. You know, a lot of people see this tab reroll where you can waste money like I just did, and it automatically rerolls your stuff. But in reality, you really don't need to do that. This is probably a bug and it'll be fixed in the future, but for now, all you have to do is save and quit, and then as you log back in, all of your items will be reset. One of the more important things that you really want to know about is with armor and weapons, the more expensive or the higher the rarity, the higher the upgrade cost. So you really want to balance. Do you really want to buy an Arcana? Just because, as you can see, with my weapon itself, it's going to cost me around 500k to upgrade it, and to maximum, of course. And the answer is yes. You still want to get this, and the reason is because with Arcanas and stuff like that, they offer more slots or rune slots. Okay. And with rune slots, since I'm a void and I really am very good with magic damage, that I put magic in my weapon. It doesn't really matter. I still, even if I was a different class, I would prefer magic. But when it comes to armor, most people are like, well, I'm going to put some armor runes in there, I'm going to get some dodge, I want some more health. There's a few flaws for all of those, okay? Now, if you followed my farming guide, part 2, you wouldn't be short on souls, and so you really don't have to worry about your durability. The more damage you take, the faster your durability goes down, so that's another reason why armor is better than health. But for twinking out your tunes, the most effective way is actually resistance runes to the elements, especially the base elements that people are going to be used. Since I'm a void, most of the people that my tune's going to be fighting are not going to be void, so I can go for that one last. And so I went to max out fire first because most players are fire, and one of the key ways to destroy an NPC as a fire is to spam meteor shower, and it messes with the NPC's I guess AI. So I want to max that out first, so I put 3 of these in here, which means I pretty much have a 75% chance to completely negate all damage, and that works for multiple instances, not per spell cost. So say if they spammed one that hit me a bunch of times, it would pretty much negate 75% of the attacks and only 25% would go through, which is a lot more effective than, say, health. Say I got 1,000 health, right? And his damage was, or from Maroon, I got 1,000 health from Maroon, and his spell did 1,000 damage. Okay, now I can either take that full 1,000 damage out of my health, which completely negates the rune, or I can negate 75% of it and only take 250. Now the reason that's effective because it also blocks like burn, frost, shock, etc. So with my items, as you can see, I have pretty much put the resistance runes in them. Now, when it comes to upgrading your armor, it's much more efficient to work with the lower cost items. As you can see, it's much cheaper. Well, I can't show you the ones below it, but we'll say for upgrade 5, it's only 74,000 to get up there. Whereas with, as I showed you earlier, 500,000. Now, another thing to realize about upgrading your gear is, since you're just kind of twinking your toon, you probably don't want to blow a bunch of money in it. So it's best to go with the mediums, which would be like 3. And the reason is because upgrades have diminishing returns. Example, from level 4, it will give me 36 armor, and it costs 23,000 to go up. For level 5, it would give me 73 armor, but it costs 80,000 to go up. So to balance it out, you really don't need to go max unless you're really just wanting to completely max your toon out. And if that's the case, you'll probably be in your 60s. And when you're in your 60s, you can actually max out all your resistances to everything. Other than that, like I say, just enjoy the game. If this helped you out, like it. And if you have any other questions, or you see any room for improvement, let me know. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.